But when it comes to finances, dear Lord, I feel like it's gonna be beyond what you expected. It's gonna be better than ever, which will finally probably be the reason why you're finally feeling like you're safe to let go of this attachment. Hey, my dear Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time no see. Hope you all guys are doing well. Been enjoying a lovely, beautiful summer. Things been kind of crazy, I think, for a lot of Scorpios this summer. I've heard a lot of interesting stories. But today we are going to be doing a reading for you, which is going to be focused on what you need to expect now, as I'm recording this, whenever you discover this, through the end of the year 2021. So we are in the year 2021. I honestly don't know yet if I'm going to be doing 2022 prediction and posting it or not yet. We'll see how it goes. But this is from now until the end of this year. So August, September, October, November, December, whenever you watch this, it will still apply. And before we get started, I just want to let you know, guys, we reopened bookings in my Etsy shop. I will be taking bookings until September 1st. So whatever is available in the Etsy shop, you can book it. I'm going to be closing my bookings on September 1st for, I don't know, again, definitely for entire September and partially October, because I'm going to be on holidays. But it could be longer than that, most likely, maybe even until the end of the year. And I don't know, honestly, if I'm going to be reopening it or not. I've been trying to permanently close them for a while. People have been asking me, so I've been reopening here and there a few spots. So now everything that you see in my Etsy shop is available. Link to my Etsy shop is going to be in the description box of this video. So see you there. For those of you who wanted to book something, again, it's first come, first served. Until September 1st, it's open. And also for everyone who wanted to enroll in my classes, I have a super special offer that also closes on September 1st. And this is to book my both Astrology Level 1 and Astrology Level 2 classes, and my tarot class as well. So all of the classes that I currently have open, Level 1, Level 2, and my tarot class as well, you can book it all now together for a special price. Again, the link to that is going to be in the description, and also receive a mini bonus reading from me, which is going to be 10 or 15 minutes, a little private message from me to you. It's going to be channeled message based on your astrology chart for all my students who sign up for this package. So if you wanted to book both a class and also wanted to get a reading, but you are on a budget or whatever the circumstances was, I think this is going to be the best deal, because we are literally giving away both astrology classes, a tarot class, all for free, plus also a reading with me. Link to register to that's going to be in the description box. So check it out, and super excited about this one. Anyway, guys, no more announcements. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, to my other channel where I do crypto videos. I do just different lifestyle videos, also astrology videos. There's no reading there, but it's a super fun channel. And also I will be posting my my North Node in Taurus prediction for the world in that channel, not on this one. This one, I don't know what's gonna happen. I might delete it, I might whatever, take a break from it, but this other one is active. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, there is no tarot reading or anything like that there, but there are some really cool astrology, crypto, lifestyle videos on that channel. So make sure you subscribe to not lose, to not lose. Oh my God, I'm at loss of words today. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to that channel. And you can also see, by the way, the video which I made for North Node in Gemini predictions last year, over a year ago, in the beginning of 2020. I was predicting some things for the world, such as lack of travel, complications with travel, and different things like this. And you can see how a lot of the things that I was talking about and predicting actually really did come true. So check it out. Anyway, I know there is going to be some people complaining how long the announcements are, but honestly, I only want on my channel people who are very grateful for the content they receive, because I do pour my heart and soul, into the things that I do, even when I don't feel like doing them. But people who are very entitled and don't respect me, I don't want them to ever watch my videos or ever benefit from the things that I do. Only people who respect and only people who are grateful are welcome here. If you are like that, you're welcome here. There's also been people who've been asking, by the way, oh, I always want to say thank you. And honestly, I hope that whoever watches this or whoever been watching this over the years have, received some blessings in their life, has healed. But the best way to say thank you is also always to donate back to our channel. So there's no better way than to just express gratitude by donating. You don't have to, but you can if you ever want to be like, oh, I want to thank you so much. Honestly, I prefer to not have interactions with people just because I had in the past and truly drained me, truly was very negative on my mental health. I've healed from that, but now I kind of just prefer to keep distance. So let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, okay. So let's get started, guys. Let's see, I want to start with this deck and then we'll go forward. Ouch. Sorry, my setup right now is like super uncomfortable, but we'll figure it out. Links to everything, by the way, are in description box, to like literally everything you need to ever see or do. Oh, interesting. Your first card. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Look at this. In this tarot, which is like it's a very interesting tarot, let's put it this way. There are very different meanings to the cards we usually see. Here, the specific sun, which is number 19 in tarot, is connected to Judgment card, which is number 20. So it kind of explores this, I would say, connection between the sun and the Judgment. And we see here this tower or something like that, right? The sun and angels preparing, angels arriving, basically. To me, this represents a new era of your life. And I know we've been speaking about this a lot. We've been talking about how, there is this next level, there is this leveling up financially and love-wise and everything. I know that's been the theme, I think, for most Scorpios of your entire 2021. And for those of you who've been in my webinar that I did last year, in the beginning of last year, to prepare all Scorpios for the year, I spoke about how this entire year is going to be a year of growing and learning, and you will constantly feel a little bit unsettled, but that you're constantly evolving at the same time too. And I feel like the Sun card and literally, the remainder, the last, 4 months really, of 2021 are going to be the culmination of this energy that we've seen before. This is like when you are rising, but when you are about to almost like, if you look at this card, you see how, there's this like army literally of angels, descending on this tower-like place, which is also kind of like in the middle of the water. I feel like this is like a beginning of a whole new world for you. And even though it sounds beautiful and amazing, like, wow, next level, wow, new world, it is not as easy as well. You will see that there are going to be moments where you will realize that things you were asking for, things you were desiring all your life, even though they are within reach, like it's literally possible, you are literally right there, like things maybe other people used to shame you for talking or dreaming about, things that other people used to tell you, you're never gonna get there, who do you think you are, that kind of stuff, right? All these things, whether it is certain kind of partnership, whether it's some kind of level of success when it comes to business, certain kind of, I don't know, maybe even spiritual occult abilities that you're activating, or, certain stream of income, whatever this thing is, it's an energy once again. I feel that it is right there within reach, but you also, as you're approaching to receive and to step into this whole new, life, you realize that it's actually, even though it sounds beautiful and romantic, there's so much work that will need to be done. I'm seeing that you might be recently feeling that maybe certain things you want are way out of your league or something like that. However, what I feel is that it is not. If you ever feel like something is out of your league, but the universe is still showing you the path to those things, or the universe is still bringing those things into your life, it is not out of your league. It is just an indication of who you are meant to be, what is available to you, but you will also have to do the work. Whether it is working, I don't know, on your, like, learning how to speak better, leveling up your education, your understanding of things, social etiquette, maybe the way you look even. Everybody tells you these days, spiritual community especially, oh, just be yourself. But like, what if yourself would be somewhat better if maybe you cut off sugar? I'm not saying you should cut off sugar, this is not medical advice, but sometimes I myself literally recently was like, you know what, I do need to get in a better shape. I need to lose some weight, and it's going to make me more confident. It's going to attract me better opportunities in life too. So why not, as long as it's healthy? There's too much, I think lately we are shaming genius, but we are rewarding mediocrity. And this is what's happening, I think, in our society. And I think I cannot, of course, tell you what is the correct road forward, but it's up to you whether you want to go on this path where everyone is telling you, oh, it's okay, whatever you are, we accept you as you are, sure, this is the path, or whether you want to go towards the environment that's going to push you, and maybe sometimes it's going to hurt, and maybe sometimes it's going to be very competitive. And maybe sometimes you will feel like, oh my God, I worked so hard all my life and I still feel like, oh my God, there's so much more to do. I thought I'm arriving, right, at this path, like, or at this point where I don't have to worry much anymore, right off to the sunset, so to say. But then you're like, wow, actually, it's only the beginning, right? It's like, I don't know, it's so random right now. But if you've seen Star Wars, The Last Jedi, I think it was, I don't know why, honestly, it's such a random visual that I'm getting. But you know how, like, when Skywalker basically is walking towards the Kylo Ren, and he says, like, something like, the hope is just beginning, blah, 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 I don't know, and I will not be the last Jedi, the war is just only starting. So in your life right now, it seems like, even though you felt like, oh, as long as I'm going to hit this goal, maybe you had a financial or monetary goal or something career-wise in mind, and you were like, whoa, once I hit that, that's it, I made it. But like, you actually realizing as you're entering this new society maybe, or maybe this new career, or this new, I don't know, something new that you've been really wanting to accomplish, you are realizing like, wow, this is only the beginning, because that's the truth in a way about leveling up, right, so to say, is that the work never stops really. And I think that here, this is a lesson that you learn, that there is really no, like there is no some kind of final, I don't know, destination or whatever. Even though, the sun is right between its 19 and then 20th is judgment, but 21 is the world, which is the end. There is no really such thing as an end. It's always cyclical. There's one cycle descending and another cycle beginning. And whatever happens, even to planet Earth or just to us individually, there is never really the end, of it all. Even like the end of something is really just its transformation to like a different, shape or form or different journey. And I feel like for you here, there is this moment where, the moment of truth really, that you realize that everything you ever wanted is right here and you're actually getting it. But it doesn't mean that it's like, whoa, I have arrived, right? Like, how in fairy tales we always have this princess meets prince, and fairy tale, like whatever, they lived happily ever after. I feel like in reality here, what you're learning, that this happily ever after you always dreamed about, is actually non-stop, work in just different ways, maybe serving in a different way, maybe sharing, giving back in a different way, maybe also, protecting the blessings that you've learned. So very interesting. Let's see what else. All right. Okay. Ooh, interesting. And we have, oh my goodness, look at this. We have the Wheel, which is connected to justice here. You see here the justice, the justice, the scale, and then we have the Seven of Cups, which is like with this interesting, rose. It reminds me of a rose from, if you've seen, I don't know, I'm going crazy with my references again, but if you remember in Beauty and the Beast, there was this rose, right? That was magical rose that was given to the prince by this magical, enchantress who tested him, whatever. And like the moment when the last petal would fall, like if he didn't basically find, right, the story was something like, if he didn't find the princess by the time, if he didn't fall in love by the time the last petal of the rose would fall, he would forever remain a beast or something like that, right? I think if the beast would be a Leo, definitely, not a Scorpio, I think. But I think that what this shows is that you realized maybe that in the past you did, like, I don't want to say wasted time, because in a way, like, even when we sort of like waste our time, we still learn, we still extract usually something from that experience, even if the lesson is just to be more selective with how we invest our time, our energy, our resources. But it's almost like here you are realizing that there's been sort of like a waste. Maybe you wandered off your true path. And true path is really when you're living in alignment, right, with your higher self, with the things that you want to do and pursue, because you're doing it not because you're just trying to do what others want you to do, or like, I don't know, it's because whatever other reasons are, but you're connected to where your soul is leading you. And I'm just getting here, like, you've been sort of like lost and confused, to the light, to the right, to the left, light, darkness, all these things. And there is this moment of awareness, and there is this moment of almost like this aha moment, this enlightenment, I don't know, moment, where you see something so precious and the universe is clearly pointing, like, this is what you should be doing. This is the one. This is the right direction. And you just see this light, and the signs, are just so clear that you have no more answer, you have no more questions. It's like your answer is right here. And it's almost like at this point, if you look at this here, right, there's this road, and there is this scale, and there is this like kind of like a strict figure, almost looking like, I don't know, a woman with a sword or something like that. It's like the path, I feel like at this point, has been clearly shown to you. And I feel that in the past, what happened, and the reason why perhaps you've been maybe questioning what to invest your energy, time, resources into, what to do, what's the next right step, the reason why you did that was because you just really didn't know which way should you go. Is this the right path? Is that the right path? And maybe even you had an idea that there was a certain path that was right for you. Like you thought that, yeah, this is who am I supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to be doing for a living. But at the same time, there were constant like roadblocks and issues, and you just, at some point started questioning, like, is this really the right path for me? And I think that for some of you who felt like, I've been at this job and I've been working so hard, but it only brought me heartbreak and, just difficulties into my life. And I've been pushing so hard, but I've not been able to, to grow as I wanted to. The reason why you, I think, been redirected is because there's been something much better for you, and you are now having full, like, this is not the stage where you're still searching, I feel like, for that thing, whatever this is where you clearly know where that is. It's almost like, the song has been sung, like the writings on the wall type of thing. What's the right next step is. But now I feel like the challenge here is to really commit to this path, and to, if, like, let's say before you were sort of like, maybe, I'll wait, I'll heal, whatever, blah blah blah, I feel like now there is no more time to waste, because there is a clear path that's for you right now, and you have to follow it. And you know what this path is. If you don't know, you probably will find out right around when you're watching this, but like, or maybe just not for you, but this is clearly for those who know what the right path is. It's not an easy path. Clearly here, there's like, it's like, it's not like straightforward, but it's sort of like, this is the road, which is, with a lot of turns. but at the same time, you know where it's going. And I'm getting that you are sort of like, you know, being watched for how you commit. You know, it's almost like I'm seeing here someone been praying, like, oh my God, get me out of my stuck situation before, or something like that. Like, show me the way forward. And I feel like the way forward has been shown, but now it's almost like, I'm not saying you're like judged in a bad way, because I know it sounds like super, you know, biblical and scary, but like, it's more so of an energy where it's like, are you going to commit? You've been asking for this path to be shown. You've been asking for this new beginning. You've been asking maybe for this new person when it comes to love, right? But like, are you going to commit to that? Or are you going to be still hesitating and acting like it's not a big deal and you have a whole lot of time to waste? Because I'm getting here, the main message I get from this is there is no time to waste. You know, here the moment has come for something. Should we do more? Let's do one more. And we have here this Five of Swords. Here is like really dark. It's almost very like Mars. Like this specific, you know, design here, art is like is a little bit intense. But I do kind of like it in a way too. I feel that you know where you came from, and you know that there is nothing left for you there. So why look back? Because it's almost like I'm getting maybe, like that's how I'm interpreting this. You know it's a way forward, but it's almost like there is a part of you that's about to sort of turn around, and you wonder if maybe where you left, if there is still something for you there. Because I mean, you've invested so much into something. Could be, once again, work path, a relationship, anything like that. And there is a part of you that's naturally feels like, maybe should I look back? Maybe there's still something for me there. Maybe I can take something from it. But I'm getting here is that there is nothing but just sort of like disappointment and betrayal and heartbreak. And coming back there, is it really worth it to revisit all the, you know, all those, you know, traumatic even feelings? Because here is also, you see here in the corner, it's the full moon, and full moon is full completion. Maybe even because, you know, we just had 2 full moons in Aquarius, and for Scorpios it's 10th house, which is career. Maybe it's even a career path, or even something connected to your social status that's like, that's just done. So why look back when you actually, like, the clock is ticking here to move forward? It's almost like, even if you look here, this lady that's holding this like sword or something, I don't know, like strobe light, whatever. It's like it's almost like she's trying to show you, like, look, this is where you came from, and we are trying to take you away in a new direction. Why are you looking back? You know, judgment, you know, is also like here too. So we're gonna continue this in the extended. Link to the extended is gonna be down below. If you're resonating, feel free to go forward, watch this. I really think this is the culmination of the energy that we've been seeing for like a year. And it's really all about following this path. That's what I feel like you need to be very mindful of, and also like not wasting time with that, because it's interesting, because it's going to be Jewish New Year, which is Rosh Hashanah, for those who celebrate, which is really like a judgment day. It's usually new moon of Libra in Kabbalistic calendar, but it's usually 2 days in which entire humanity is kind of like being judged. You know, there's like different things, you know, in a year ahead, and like you are being written technically like in Book of Life, whatever, all of that stuff. So it's interesting that this came up here too, kind of like as the symbolism. So I feel like new moon of Libra is also going to be very important here. It's almost like a decision needs to be maybe made around that time too. And yeah, this is something that I'm seeing here, that has been culminated into this path here. It's almost like you have a path forward. Will you go there, or will you turn back? We'll take a look in the extended. Link once again is down below. All the information about everything we've mentioned today is in the description box. Love you all, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.